In the top stories, music festival moves back to Warner Park. Grieving parents in Guyana accuse daycare center of negligence for infant's death. And at least 457 people arrested and 441 security forces injured in violent French pension protests. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, the 24th of March, 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, the St. Kitts Music Festival Committee has announced that this year's edition of the festival will be held at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium. In a release issued on Thursday, the committee stated that Warner Park Stadium has been a favored venue for international sporting tournaments, the likes of the ICC Cricket World Cup, Caribbean Premier League, major fetes, and cultural events. The grounds will offer patrons a panoramic view of the onstage performances and will, quote, provide top-class amenities strategically located to ensure patrons won't miss a single moment of the event, end quote. The release also stated that its location in the heart of Basse-Terre makes the Warner Park Stadium easily accessible to all patrons via private and public transportation. The St. Kitts Music Festival Committee recently unveiled the first wave of artists for the 2023 edition. Chronics, Air Supply, Coffee, Skinny Fabulous, Patrice Roberts, Skillibeng, Grandmasters Band, Byron Messiah, Governor and Valiant have been announced as the first group of entertainers who will be part of a slate of artists for the 2023 lineup. The St. Kitts Music Festival will be held from June 22 to 24. The government is moving ahead with its agenda to accelerate change in the water services sector as it seeks to meet the demand of a growing population and an expanding agricultural sector. On the March 22 edition of the radio and TV program In Focus, Cromwell Williams, the water engineer and manager of the Water Services Department, said the theme for World Water Day 2023 is accelerating change and is appropriate as it captures the general strategy of the government to build resiliency as it grapples with reduced rainfall due to climate change. He said drilling new wells, upgrading pipes, and enhancing technical skills are among the strategies to tap new sources of water to meet the growing demand. However, desalination has been identified as a key solution for long-term sustainability, and plans to build a small plant are set to begin.
We will move forward with construction of desalination, a major desalination plant. We have one that we are about to start, a small one that is a gift, a donation from the United Arab Emirates. Which should be going in the Canada area, close to the shooting range. The UAE plant is ready. They have started work on the ground, not in terms of like constructing the plant, but doing the geological exploration or geotechnical exploration. So they're basically on the ground, and that plant will be starting in full construction in a few weeks or months, and I think that will be completed, if not late this year, very early next year.
A larger desalination plant is likely to be built in the same area. Mr. Williams said the addition to the water supply will help to relieve the shortages that are predicted to grow worse with reduced rainfall in the coming years.
We are also thinking that we will also locate the major one that we will construct at that same site and pump that water into Basse-Terre. And that water will be able to also be fed westward as needed, and even eastward towards Cayon if needed.
Residents are encouraged to practice water conservation techniques that contribute to gallons of water being wasted every day. These include contribute to eliminating gallons of water which are normally wasted every day. These include turning off the tap when brushing teeth and getting soaped during showers, fixing leaky pipes, and washing dishes in tubs, one for washing, the other for rinsing. And now for a bit of sport. We have the results of the 2023 SKNFA FA Cup preliminary round matches, which started on Tuesday at the Newtown playing field and Otleys. Here we go.
Under Newtown United is one of the SKNFA Premier League teams to have advanced to the next round of the 2023 FA Cup after a 2-0 victory over Connery Fireballs International earlier this week at the Newtown playing field. Goal scorers for Newtown, Navaldo Champagne in the 39th minute and Denelson Thomas in the 76th minute. Coach Anthony Nets Isaac said the match was an opportunity to give fringe players a chance to show their skills while resting first-team players.
Well, we try to give most of the starting team from Sunday game a rest to come out and see the other guys them fill in for them. For my thing, I was looking to see what can they do if these players is not around.
How important it is to do well in this competition, even though it's a cup competition, having a good run or even winning it?
Well, it'll be a good thing for the team. As you can see, for a while the team have not won anything. So I explained to them every game is very important. Even the FA Cup game, every game, no matter which team it is, we have to go out and do our best.
Meanwhile, Newtown United, on the occasion of World Down Syndrome Day, honored one of their very own volunteers who has Down syndrome, Chemo. He was presented with a gift by Newtown United president Kevin Welsh and was paraded around the field to the delight of the Newtown fans.
Just the community and the team and the whole football fraternity seem to love Kemo very much because he's been around the Newtown team for a very, very, very long time and been helping doing whatever little thing he can do for the team. If we say we want water, he did. The babes at practice, he don't miss a practice, and I mean it's good to see him around. And we thank the guys there for giving him whatever little presentation he got, because he deserves it.
In other FA Cup preliminary round matches on Tuesday, Security Forces United defeated 607 Construction Lodge Patriots 2-1. The goals from Security Forces came from Ronaldo Blake in the 14th minute and Daniel Francis in the 87th minute. Shamar Liebert of Lodge scored in the 66th minute. The match between Trafalgar South Stars and Hard Times United, which was scheduled for Newtown, did not go ahead as Hard Times did not show up for the match. On Wednesday at the Otley's playing field, KFC Trinity Challengers United defeated Molineux FC in a penalty shootout 5-4 after both teams drew 3-3 after regulation time. Jody Walters of Challengers scored a hat-trick in the 18th, 23rd and 31st minutes, while Shaboy Jarvis and Mikan Hodge scored for Molineux in the 20th and 67th minutes. CJ Thompson of Challengers scored an own goal in the 76th minute. Sean Edwards of Molineux was sent off in the 6th minute of stoppage time after receiving a second yellow card. Scorers from the penalty spot: Tyrone Grant, Clyde Herbert, Adrian Tobias, CJ Thompson and Jody Walters for Trinity Challengers, and for Molineux, Shavoy Jarvis, Raymond Brown, Taekwon Phai and Junior Hodge. At the Sandy Point playing field, also on Wednesday, Mantab demolished Rivers of Living Water 8-0. Goal scorers for Mantab: Javier Carey scoring 2 goals in the 6th and 8th minute, Shamar Cannonier scoring from the penalty spot in the 20th minute, Sylvester Alexander in the 26th minute, Eversley Davis scoring 2 goals in the 36th and 57th minutes, and Azamba Alexander scoring 2 goals also in the 32nd and 45th minutes. No cards were issued during this match. Also at the Sandy Point playing field, the home side Jones Group Sandy Point FC defeated Newton Ground 3-0, coming from a hat-trick from Jalen Burt in the 40th, 44th and 65th minutes.
Moving now to news on the regional scene. In Guyana, the parents of a 7-month-old child who died at a private daycare in Ogle, East Coast Demerara on Tuesday are appealing for justice and the immediate closure of the facility. The parents, devastated by the loss of their baby girl, claim negligence led to her death and demanded a thorough investigation by the authorities. Joel Vutt spoke to the grieving parents and